Yes, a flashlight.
I got a flashlight, my nigga.
Oh shit. Oh shit, bro. This nigga fell.
Do you see him?
Hey, let me go give it to him.
No, I want to give it to him.
No. Hey, let me give it to him.
I want to give it to him. Fuck you.
Hey, it was his. No, it wasn't his. It wasn't his.
Oh, he is here.
It was his.
I'm just saying, don't take off running when the cops get here. What's up, man? Oh, thank you.
It was
some
that,
guy.
One
One of these.
Okay, guys, I appreciate it.
None of them were involved.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They're
It was
good to
this
go.
guy's. It was that guy's.
Whoa, sir.
Get on the ground.
Hold up, sir.
I told you to stay. Get your asses down on the ground.
The girl right there running, she's one of them black bottoms and tank top.
On the ground.
Yeah, bro, we're hoopers.
Get your ass out of here.
I didn't do anything.
Change back.
I didn't even do anything. I wasn't even in here.
Yo.
I wasn't even in here. Georgie? We just got here, man. Hey, Cox, man. What the heck? Sir, we just got here. Sir, we just came for a birthday party, please.
We'll figure it out now in a minute.
Please, sir.
I don't care. Sit down.
Sit down.
Yo, Richard, what color was it?
It's navy blue.
I know where it is.
That's evading. So right now you're staying. Don't make me fucking run around here with 30 pounds of goddamn gear on the sun because you want to screw around out here. Y'all keep standing there and run your mouths. You're gonna go too. Get out of here. I already told you. Leave. I don't care. Leave. You're leaving now. You're leaving now. You are leaving now. Leave. That way. Get your ass going. Keep running your mouth. Leave.
Yo, Jelfer, what the fuck is going on? Why is he acting so crazy? Hey, y'all film it. Y'all film it, okay? But you chill out.
I literally appreciate it. That's my sister.
Jesus shit. He's fucking abusing her. He put out his gun on her.
No, I didn't. Get your butts out of here.
That's my cousin.
He pulled out his gun on her.
I don't know. And then you also hit me too. You hit me too, though. Hit me in the face. Okay? So that's abuse. You know that, right?
Get out of here or you're going too.
And I'm talking away. I'm not going to be a combo. Yeah, like, I had to
Hey, don't come over here. Then stop fighting.
She's laying there.
How many times you asked y'all? You're going to jail if you don't knock it off. Three of us out here.
All right. Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Tariq Elite Show. I am live in Hawaii right now. Let me turn some lights on so we can see what's happening here. I got on I Reign Supreme. That's a clothing line. My man sent me some of his shirts. Shout out to the brother. Anyway, man, what's going on, family? I had to play the clip that everybody is talking about. I'm waiting on everybody to get in the room. I know I'm starting the show late. I was supposed to start at 7. It's actually, what time is it out here? I'm in Hawaii. Hawaii is 3 hours ahead of Los Angeles, 6 hours ahead of New York. So it's only 4:58 right now. It's almost 5 o'clock here in Hawaii. That's why it's like bright and sunny outside right now. But I'm here, and we're going to make it do what it do. A lot of stuff we have to talk about tonight. A lot of stuff we got to talk about tonight. All right, we got a lot of folks calling. I'm going to get to the calls immediately. What's up? Who's calling?
It was good, man. This Cal from Montgomery once again. Big Flex, what's happening?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind, family?
Nothing much, man. About that, I'm not sure of the young lady's name, but the one who was just video just came out. The one who was slammed against the floor with the officer.
Yeah.
Out there in Texas. McKinney, yeah. Man, you know what? It's just like you said, brother. It's just like white supremacy is such a religion. And until I don't even think the officers see children. They just see melanoid beings and they see a threat.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care about it being children. They have no care in the world about it being children. All of us, we're just one big nigga to the white supremacists. Children, women, adults, the elderly, it doesn't matter. We're all just one big nigga to the white supremacists. And that's the thing we don't really want to own up to. But yeah, that was very heavy what happened in that video.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it, man. But like I said, man, you've been waking everybody up. And like I said, I understand exactly what you're saying now about it being a religion. I appreciate everything you do, man.
Much respect. Thanks for the call, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but the tape speaks for itself. I'm not shocked. A lot of people call up to the show and they say stuff. Well, Tariq, you talk about white supremacy so much. You're so pro-black, and you talk about white this, white supremacy that. What about black on black crime? The whole coon train routine. Well, now these white supremacists are getting so bold, they're just outright doing assaults on black children. These were children that they were assaulting out there in Texas. Now, I just played the video. Now, for those who don't know the backstory, down in Texas, there were these children, black children, who went to this neighborhood. I think it was an all-white neighborhood in McKinney, Texas, right outside of Dallas. And they went swimming. They were going to go swimming. There were some white supremacist females there, some mothers, that were antagonizing these black children. From what I understand, these white adult females told these black children to get out of their pool and go to their Section 8 pool, something of that effect. It made some very racist comments to these children, and these white females who are adults got into a physical altercation with some of these black children. Well, one of these black children in particular. There's a video of these women pulling each other, these two white women kind of beating on this little black girl, and the black girl has one of the white women by the hair. So you notice that none of these women are being investigated. But see, the thing is, this is not about police brutality. We got to get off that police brutality thing, because the whole system of white supremacy, I've said this a million times, they work together. Because it's the white supremacist females those mothers who antagonize the whole situation. Then the people in that community, the white supremacists, called the police on those kids. The kids came out the police came out regulating. There was one other white male civilian, big fat white guy, assisting the cops. Because see, I'm looking at the whole picture. We get caught up on this police brutality thing. But if you look at the video, there's another white male who wasn't a cop. He was there assisting the police. So it's not just about cops. We got to get off that. It's a whole system of white supremacy. Stop going for that whole police brutality thing. We live in a system of white supremacy. And all they did with this guy, this police officer, this race soldier acting as a police officer, his name is Eric Casebolt. That's his name? Eric Casebolt. Eric Casebolt. That's his name. And all they did was so-called suspend him. And you know what that means? Nothing. When they suspend a cop, that means absolutely nothing. They suspend them with pay. They let everything die down. They go back to work like nothing happens. Then you have the media that's complicit in the coverage of this type of stuff. Black folks are just going to have to come to the realization, look, I've said it 1,000,003 times. We live in a system of white supremacy. I know they're having a march tomorrow, and what's going to happen, they're going to put some of those deflective-ass Black Lives Matter people in there to divert the energy. See, you got to look at the whole thing. The white supremacists, they think as chess players. So whenever there's a march, the Black Lives Matter people jump down there, then all of a sudden they start talking intersectionality. They're going to start making it a female-male thing and take the energy off the elephant in the room, which is white supremacy, the racial component. We go for the okie doke all the time. We got to stop going for the okie doke. There's a march, then they'll send Sharpton, then they'll send the Black Lives Matter people to confuse the energy, and then nothing gets done. People, we got to get that code of conduct. We got to get that economic game in order. Until we get our economic game in order, family, this is going to happen over and over and over again. And they're getting so bold, and they know that y'all don't have a code. All they're going to do is get their paid coons to get on TV to talk about what about black on black crime. The white supremacists are very slick. They're going to put the black preachers out there to do nothing. This is why the code of conduct is very important. They had a prayer circle at the police. Yeah, I've seen some Instagrams of prayer circles already. Yeah, Harlem, you say the two boys on the ground were just walking by. Dude, there were white children standing around there. They didn't do nothing. It was a white kid filming everything. Even the white kids were like, hey, they were just roughing up all the black people. I felt invisible. So, black folks, melanoid people, the harsh reality is that you don't want to own up to the fact that you live in a system of white supremacy. What are we going to do about that? Let me get on this phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Okay, this... Well, who is this?
Yo, what's up, Tariq?
Man, who is this?
Bachuni.
What's your name?
Bachuni.
Bachun. Where you calling from, man?
I'm calling from Texas right now.
What part of Texas you in?
Dallas.
Oh, so you out there where all the melee happened, right?
What you say?
You're down there where everything happened today, right?
Yeah, it's close by where everything.
You're breaking up, brother. Now, what went down? What's the deal?
There was some police officers that were just messing with some black people. That's what really happened.
How old are you, brother?
When you're tired,
hold on.
chasing 5-hour energy is just
You're 17. Okay. I'm gonna give you a pass. I was about to get in on you. Hold on one second. These commercials. I thought I put an ad blocker.
You're tired and thirsty.
Hold on, man.
Water. Precisely.
I could have swore I put a damn ad blocker on this computer. Hold on, man.
Wow, that tastes amazing. That's really good. Drink it straight or sip it slow. Have you tried great tasting 5-hour energy?
I really could have swore I put an ad blocker on this computer. Can y'all send me a good ad blocker where I can stop these ads on this computer? I got one at home. I don't know what I used at my home computer. Okay. All right, man. You wanted to add anything else to the mix, brother? Hello? Okay. He's off. Look, if y'all call up, don't call up just to hear yourself on the air. All right? Don't call up just to hear yourself. Call up with something to say. Y'all kill the momentum. The minute you call up, ads start popping up, the whole energy is just thrown off. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, how's it going? It's Chris calling from Toronto.
Hey, Chris from Toronto, man. What's on your mind?
Well, we talked earlier over email. I was telling you I made an app that gives people their legal rights. So, I was calling to let you know about it, basically give you the lowdown on it.
Email me about it. Just email me about it. All right. That sounds like some type of sales pitch he's trying to get going. No, I ain't in the mood for that. Let's see who else we got. Hello, who is this? Hello? Okay, let's go and try again. Hello?
Hello, this is Akin from Austin, Texas.
All right, man. You in Austin?
Yeah, I'm in Austin.
What's the vibe out there in Texas like right now, man?
It's deep, man. A lot of people I know have been talking about what happened to that female out there in I don't know the name exactly, McKinley or something like that.
Yeah, McKinney, Texas.
A lot of people down here have been talking about it, man. I just been kind of filling out everybody's reaction and trying to just think about it myself.
Okay, what's your opinion on it?
Me, I would have bombed on that officer, man. I didn't like it at all. It kind of made me just want to stand up and kind of, put hands on that dude. If I would have put hands on that man.
Man, it almost looked like it's going to have to get to that point, to be honest. If we're going to be real honest about it, man. If we just going to sit up and be sitting ducks, that's not a cop. Let's just be very clear. The stuff he did, that's not a cop. That's a race soldier. That's nothing more, nothing less. He's not a cop. These are criminal race soldiers hiding behind being police officers. So this is tyranny that they're committing. This is legalized tyranny. It's insane. So it almost looked like it's going to have to get to that point. You understand?
But, can I ask you my question, man?
Go ahead.
I had a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Earlier in the week, I saw a Louis Farrakhan interview.
Excellent interview. Excellent interview. I saw that at the Breakfast Club. Excellent interview with Minister Farrakhan.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion on what you thought about it.
Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. Thanks for the call. Now, see, that's one of the reasons why I really been wanting to get Minister Farrakhan for Hidden Colors 4. Now you guys see. Because a lot of the new generation, a lot of people in the new generation weren't too hip with Minister Farrakhan stuff. But Minister Farrakhan, he's always spit that hot fire. He was on the Breakfast Club, and he spit some real hot fire. The brother was just going in. And that's one of the reasons I really want to get Minister Farrakhan in Hidden Colors 4 to really break it down to the young people. Because, Hidden Colors, we got the youth audience. We got the young audience locked. That's what Hidden Colors is for. It's for a young audience. And, I would love Minister Farrakhan to really be a part of that. But he was giving some real good game, talking about what's going on, and he's talking about the 20-year anniversary of the Million Man March and the whole nine. No, I haven't gotten in touch with him yet. We've been sending out messages to different people. See, but as far as these cops doing what they're doing, we do not have a code of conduct. We do not have an economy. We don't own or control anything. So when you don't own and control anything, you can't issue out reprimands to certain people who do harm to you as a group. You can't reprimand the people who harm you as a group because you have no group reprimanding components, which is your economy or your weapons. And they really go hand in hand. Your economy and your weapons go hand in hand to a certain degree, unless you just go all out with the rah-rah shit. Unless you go like Haiti, rah-rah Haiti, or Black Hawk Down, rah-rah. Just go all out like, hey, look, I'm going for mine. Unfortunately, too many black folks are scared to get real rah-rah. So the next step is to really use your economy. And a lot of black folks are still on this little silly stuff where you don't want to build your economy game up. You got no bargaining chips. That marching all that marching stuff ain't cutting it. All that marching stuff ain't cutting it. And black folks out here not telling your children, explaining to them, and really prepping them on how to deal with white supremacy. You got to teach them at a very young age. Black folks want to sit up and play this game talking about what about black on black crime and all this stuff that's happening to black folks. You keep trying to dismiss it because you got to go and look at white supremacy every day at your job. You're dependent on the white supremacists. You're dependent on the white supremacists to get you your county checks and all that old nonsense. Everything in every socioeconomic category of black people, you become dependent on the white supremacists directly. And that's one of the issues. You're scared to speak out against people that you're directly dependent on. And you got to get off that, because protests are basically like you begging the white supremacists to let up on you. And that ain't happening right now. The white supremacists are doubling down on you right now. Y'all saw how that cop, Eric Case Bolt, y'all saw how he ran up on them kids. He rolled. Y'all saw that barrel roll he did when the video first started. That cop went in there and did some kind of little barrel roll, like he's been watching Walker, Texas Ranger, some old Chuck Norris ass barrel roll, doing these military maneuvers and all this shit. Because that's what they look at it as. They're having a military combatants thing with you. These people are at war with you. He ran and did that barrel roll like he was damn Steven Seagal or some shit. These people ain't playing with you or your kids. Y'all sitting up here teaching your kids how to be ass kissers, and they sitting up training to take your kids out. This dude was smacking kids, pushing them down, knocking them down, kneeing them. Kids, these are kids. Y'all play this game with these white supremacists, man. These people are, that dude, that Eric Case Bolt, he's been dying all of his life to run up on some Negroes. He's been dying to do it. He couldn't wait to do that. He couldn't wait for the opportunity. Because number one, he knew that he would be protected, like he's being protected now. They tried to hide his name, but then some people outed him. But he knew he would be protected. He's probably going to become a millionaire, because now he's become the face of white supremacy. So all the other white supremacists, just like Darren Wilson, these people are supporting him. So they're going to support this dude. This dude is going to get a lot of money. You watch. You watch. That Eric Casebolt dude is going to get a lot of money from other white supremacists. So that's why there's no incentive for race soldiers like that to not do what they did. There's no incentive for them to not do that, because they know beating up on black folks is a come up. There's no punishment, and there are a lot of rewards to it. They know that Barack Obama ain't going to say nothing. He's on their side. Barack Obama, we got to look at him like he's like Jesse Lee Peterson. That's the equivalent of having Jesse Lee Peterson in the White House. Only thing Barack Obama's going to do is wait for y'all to react and then call you thugs when you do it. And I'm glad Minister Farrakhan called him out for doing that. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Helene calling from Oak Harbor, Washington.
Hey, your name is Helene?
Helene, yes.
Helene. All right, what's on your mind, Helene?
I had a question in regards to Fort Harriet's article on David Banner. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
It was called "Sit Down. We Are Tired of Men Policing Our Respectability."
Fort Harriet is a Negro bedwench website. Okay?
Right, exactly. And it kind of bothered me a little bit, because it was like, you sitting up here getting on this man and pulling out the archives on some old, lyrics that he had back in his day. And this man is literally doing, seminars with Dr. Clyde Anderson and Dr. Umar. What are you really trying to do?
That's nothing but a Negro bedwench website. These fake pretend feminists, black feminists, they're not feminists whatsoever. They pretend to be feminists. They're nothing but minions for white supremacy. They're looking for white males to butter up to. That's why they always find black males to reach and find some kind of fake outrage to whine over. They pick different black men at different times. It's David Banner one week, then it's me, then it's Umar. They find things to have fake outrage about. But you notice how quiet they are about this little black girl getting her ass whooped by this white cop? You notice they don't really go out and do all these articles and put their face out there criticizing those people. You notice that? And you also notice these white feminist organizations don't ever say anything either. These four Harriet Negro bedwenches who's always kissing up to the white feminists, these white feminists are not saying nothing about that little black girl who got beat up today. They don't say nothing about Rekia Boyd. They don't say nothing about the young lady who was shot in Detroit. They don't say nothing about the black woman who was beat up by the cop in L.A. But these Negro bedwenches stay kissing ass and cooning. So I don't take them seriously. They're just minions of white supremacy. No one takes them seriously, and we have bigger fish to fry. You feel me?
I feel you. I feel you.
Thank you, dear. All right.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I don't give a damn about those four Harriet people. We got bigger fish to fry other than Negro bedwenches trying to find them a little place of sanctuary under the white supremacist. Because that's all that is. That's why we got to get that code of conduct, family. Y'all need to join the code of conduct tour. Everybody, right now, if you're in Philadelphia, if you are in Atlanta, if you are in Detroit, go to TariqLive.com right now. Tariq Live. Let me type that for you. All right, for those in the chat room, TariqLive.com right now to get your tickets to join me next month for a live lecture in Philadelphia. I'll be in Philadelphia on July 5th. I will be in Atlanta on July 11th, and I'll be in Detroit on July 18th talking about a code of conduct, and we're going to get real heavy. We're going to get real heavy. You don't want to miss it. And this is why we need that code of conduct. This is why we need that code of conduct, family, because we don't have a code of conduct, but the white supremacists do. The white supremacists, they have a strict code of conduct. You see? You see how they all work together under a code? All they have to do is just say, hey, there's some black folks over here doing stuff they ain't supposed to be doing. And then what they do, they antagonize black people so that they can justify going in there and forcing violence on them. Do y'all notice the cop in the video? He kept trying to antagonize those children. And cops do this. They'll yell at you, push you around, bark at you, so that you can do something reactionary that will justify them killing you. He pulled his gun out on some of those kids. Some of those kids could have been a hashtag tonight. Some of those children could have been a hashtag tonight. You dig? Let's see who we got here. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, how you doing, Tariq, man? This Big Al calling out of Miami.
Hey, man, what's going on with you, fam?
How you doing, brother? Hey, I've been working in law enforcement for 2 years. 5 more years, I'm going to retire. I just want to get your opinion on how you feel like buying a corporation like Dunkin' Donuts or Wendy's.
How do you feel about what?
Like, you know, I know you're big in, like, having black-owned business, but I just want to know your opinion on, like, buying a corporation. Like, say, like, if you buy, like, a Dunkin' Donuts or a Wendy's or something like that.
Should you buy a Dunkin' Donut or a Wendy's?
Yeah, you know, like a corporation.
Brother, either or. Are you trying to buy a franchise restaurant? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because I'm looking to try to get a McDonald's, man. They got like a 9-year wait list or whatnot. But I'm on the list, and I'm getting ready to retire in like 5 more years, man. I'm going to have a nice chunk of change. But I was thinking about, you know, getting a franchise. But I know that you're a big proponent of like having your own business.
Okay, that's a real random question, but y'all call up and be asking very random questions. Either or, brother. Either, you know, just look into it. You know the area better than I do. I don't live in Miami, so I don't know if they like donuts or tacos more. I don't know if they like Wendy's fries or jelly rolls. I don't know what they like down there. You should know that. You should really do the research and find out what the people down there would like and what they would gravitate to most, or just start your own stand. What's your name, man? What is your name?
Gary Alford. I've been working with Miami-Dade police for like 20 years.
Okay. Your name is Terry or Jerry?
Gary, G-A-R-Y.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary. Okay.
I follow you on Facebook.
There you go. Okay. Are you part of a black police union or any police unions?
Yeah, I'm with PBA and I'm with the Internal Order of Police.
Oh, so you with the big union, right?
Yeah.
Now you know how racist they are with them big unions, man. How do they treat y'all, the black officers?
Well, they treat us. I can say they treat us well, but pretty much the narrative amongst other colleagues, black officers, is that hey, we can get it too. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we had like a couple officers that got arrested, and my personal opinion, it was kind of unjust. You know what I mean?
A couple of black officers?
Right now, yeah. That a lot of times it's rare that you see that somebody that's in law enforcement that get arrested for the domestic issue.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, the officer that comes on the scene, they're clear the call real quick, knowing that you're a fellow officer and that type of thing. But now it's it's a little bit more strict and harder on the black officers. I'm gonna be totally candid with you, but
I can imagine.
PBA, and they'll fight for you. A lot of officers got their jobs back under PBA. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I remember there was one situation. Well, I know you don't have that much patience for time, so I don't give you a situation that I was involved in, but
Okay, it's cool. It's cool. I just wanted to kind of get your mindset and just get your feelings on how it is to be a black officer dealing with some of those police unions that I know.
It's stressful. It's stressful. You know deep down that you don't have some of the leeway that some of these the white officers have.
Yeah. But and also when you see a lot of stuff that goes down in the neighborhood, you kind of have to abide by that blue shield, that code of silence among cops.
Well, let me tell you like this, in my opinion, a good officer is somebody that's either going to stop or report what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And in my situation, man, I stopped a lot of bullshit from happening.
Yeah.
I really can't get too on the phone with.
Right. I understand.
I speak out on a lot of stuff that's going down right there. I mean, you're not gonna beat on nobody in front of me. You're not gonna be hitting nobody or pepper spraying anybody while they're already handcuffed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not going for that. And so when you're like that, people that go on calls with you, they know, so they know not to cross that line.
Right. Okay, brother, but thank you for the call, brother. Thank you for the call. All right, let me get some more people. Okay. I don't know what the hell he was talking about, to be honest. Oh, man. Yeah, my man, he sounded like he was scared to say something. That's why I wanted to see, is he going to go there? Tell us what's happening. He's like, well, I can't get in too much. There we go. All right, well, shit. You have to abide by the rules. They got you by the chokehold. They got you quiet. That's exactly D-Hamp. I'm like, let me know what's going on. Don't you be quiet. Let us know what goes on with these white supremacists. Yeah. What's up, B Epic? You say you used to live in McKinney. Your sister lives out there. Those subdivisions try to enforce those homeowners association rules when black folks come around. Of course. Yeah, they try to do that. See, that's the thing black folks have to understand. When you're dealing with white supremacists, one or two of you is fine. As a matter of fact, when it's like a couple of black folks, or you're just by yourself, or you're just with your family, the white supremacists actually treat you pretty nice. And that's the thing that confuses a lot of black people. When you're by yourself and you're out and about and you're around suspected white supremacists. You might not know that they're white supremacists, but if you're around a lot of people in the dominant society, I'm pretty sure you're going to be around a few who are white supremacists. A lot of times when you're around these people, and it's just you or just your family or whatever, they almost go out of their way to treat you nice. And that confuses a lot of black people because black people start thinking, well, hey, these peoples ain't so bad. I don't know what them Tariqs them be talking about. White folks love me. You know, if it's just you or a couple of other black folks, not too many, at a restaurant, they'll be nice to you. You go to a certain neighborhood, they'll be nice to you for the most part. You at a hotel, they'll be nice to you. Like me and my family, we're out here in Hawaii. Not too many black folks out here vacationing. There's some. They treat us very nice. Oh, look at the little kids. Look at this little hair. You know, they real nice to us. They're very cordial. But the thing is, black folks have to understand is when there's a number of black folks who show up somewhere, then there's a problem. That's when the white supremacists go on alert. And consistently, it's something in the DNA of white supremacists. When there's a number of black people, in particularly 6 or more black folks, like Claude Anderson says, it's a rule of 6 or more. When it gets to 6, the white supremacists go on alert. Then there's a problem. When it's 6 or more black people, something snaps in the minds of the white supremacists. They go on alert. Like there's a problem. Just like in Chicago when Marvin Sapp, the gospel singer, he and an entourage, they went to a restaurant up in Chicago. It was a bunch of them. They were like, nope, dress code, can't get in. Just like those children. Those children went up there, was a whole bunch of them. Oops, nope. Call the police. When a number of black folks show up, then you'll see the true colors of the white supremacists. Then you'll see. Try that anywhere. 6 or more black people, just go somewhere where there's a bunch of people from the dominant society. You don't even have to do nothing. Just go. Go to a mall in an all-white neighborhood. 6 of you. You'll get stopped, just like Claudia Jordan did and Genuine down there, and I think they were some part of southern Alabama. They went to a mall. There was a bunch of them. They said, "Oop, you can't come in here with shades on." But other people have shades. Well, you got to go. Yeah. And the white supremacists, see, black folks got all that, well, we need to do better. They can make up a crime when it comes to you. All they have to do is say, y'all look suspicious. We thought they were a gang. They had on gang colors. They got a whole bunch of little code words they can use for you. Every color is a gang color. You can have on gray. Oh, there's the gray gang. There's a gray Crips. I saw it. I heard about him. My dad's a FBI agent, and he told me. There's a bunch of Crips who wear gray. They just make up gangs and crimes. You don't have to be in no gang. They'll make up a gang for you. There's a bunch of fat little black kids there. There's a gang called the Piggly Wigglies. Yeah. They have a bunch of pork and ham, and they throw it on people. They make up a gang and make up crimes for us. All they have to do is say you got on gang colors. You dig? Just like in Baltimore, they kept talking about the black gorilla family and all that. Black gorilla families going to shoot the cops and all. They just kept making up lies over and over again. Making up gangs that don't even exist. The Donkey Kongs are coming. Who? The fuck is the Donkey Kong? They hit you with sticks and barrels. They're making up gangs that nobody never heard of. And y'all coons sitting up, well, we need to stop being in them Donkey Kong gangs. Old coons falling for it. Y'all Ray Lewis coons. Y'all, this is wrong. This is wrong. Y'all joining the Donkey Kongs. This is wrong. Shut up, nigga. Man. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, man, this is Alex from Fort Worth, Texas.
What part of Texas you from, brother?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Fuller, how far is that from Dallas?
Well, we're just right across the corner. We're only like 10 miles outside of Dallas.
Okay, so you right there in the mix where everything went down, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
So what's the vibe out there like now, man?
Well, see, one thing a lot of people don't understand that McKinney had always been the last frontier for white people to move to. I'm talking about McKinney, Texas is considered the best town to live in America. People are not allowed of color to be out there in McKinney, Texas. Now, whenever people do go out there, cops always harass them, pull them over, just do a whole lot of fun and stuff. So people don't really go past Fort Worth or Richardson. Anything past that, you're going to get hemmed up.
So McKinney is known for kind of being antagonistic to black folks then, right?
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, they only have like 2 black police officers on the police force, and they're all former military, and they're like very selective on who they hire.
Right. Okay. Good information, man. Thank you for the call, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, so basically what my man is saying, which is what I suspect, McKinney is nothing but a sundown town. McKinney is a sundown town. That's all it is. McKinney is a sundown town. How long have I been telling you guys about these sundown towns? I've been telling people about sundown towns literally since 2006. Almost 10 years I've been telling people about sundown towns. There's a book, I did a whole show, I think it was in 2006. I did a whole show on the Mac Lessons radio show. You can go to maclessonsradio.com to hear it. Also go to maclessons.com to get those pay-per-view specials. maclessons.com. But in 2006, I did a whole 30-minute show, a podcast, talking about a book that's called Sundown Towns. I was warning people about these sundown towns since 2006. It's archived. You can go listen to it for yourself. For 10 years, I've been telling people about this book that a white dude named James Lowen wrote, talking about places all over America to this very day that black people are not allowed to go to. I don't know. People kind of thought I was exaggerating, but I might have to just replay that show or do a Sundown Towns Part 2. But people, there's a book called Sundown Towns by James Lowen. It talks about all of these cities around America where black people historically were not allowed to go to or be in after 6 o'clock at night. After 6 o'clock, you had to be up out of these towns. You had to be out by sundown. They used to have signs on all these cities around the country saying, hey, if you black, you better get out of here by 6. Don't let the sun come down on you. That's why black people got on that street light thing. If you're old enough, you remember that your mom and them used to tell you, hey, be at home before the street light. That's because of the whole sundown thing. And there's these cities, and not just in the South. Many of the sundown cities are in the North. Many are still in the South, but many of them are in the North. This is one of the reasons why we got to understand why a lot of black folks are being targeted in these areas. That's why Trayvon Martin got killed. He was walking around in that area. They had a sundown rule. That's why all those white jurors acquitted George Zimmerman for killing Trayvon Martin, because Trayvon Martin really broke the sundown rule. He wasn't supposed to be in that area at night as a black person. During the first era of Jim Crow, they used to kill black folks for being in these areas at night, and they still do. They still do. This is why you always hear about black folks being hung in Mississippi. To this day, you find black people hanging in trees in Mississippi because they didn't went somewhere at night they weren't supposed to be. But the whole book just breaks down all of these towns where you will be harassed as a black person if you're in these towns at night. McKinney, Texas sounds like one of those places. Those kids came and broke that sundown rule. But it was a day. Hey, some of these places don't even wait till the sun to go down. They don't want you in there at all. Some of these places don't even wait for the sun to go down. You ain't supposed to be there at all. There's places all over Illinois, and this book talks about that, where black folks ain't supposed to be at night. I'm telling you, there's places in California too, like Glendale. Glendale used to be an open sundown town, Glendale, California, and even now, unofficially, if you go to Glendale as a black person, the cops will pull you over if they see you. If you're a black person, you go to Glendale, California, they'll still pull you over. Sundown towns are real. I recommend that book to everybody. It's a book called Sundown Towns. You can get it on Amazon. Cicero, Illinois is a sundown town. Anna, Illinois is a sundown town. Oh, Tahuti, shout out to Tahuti. Tahuti's, his shop is in Glendale. So I know Tahuti knows what's up. Tahuti's shop is in Glendale. That's where I go to get some of his stuff. Glendale ain't no joke. This is why we got to get our economic game together, so we can create our own sundown towns. You understand? We can let people know they ain't supposed to be in these towns, or just protect our own neighborhood so we can do what we have to do. Because I don't want to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of black supremacy. We got to replace it with a system of justice. But what we have to do, we have to get an economic game together so we can keep the white supremacists out, and the coons out, and the bedwenches out. Yeah, Art City, I know on the Mac Lessons radio show site, it says 2009, but what I did, I put a bunch of old shows on there in 2009. I uploaded a lot of the old shows from 2006. Because when I first started doing the Mac Lessons radio show, I used to host it on, where did I host it? I hosted it on a few different sites, then some of the sites shut down. So then I got the Mac Lessons radio site by itself. What's up, Night Honor? I missed what you're saying, Night Honor. I didn't get your point here. What's up, Texas? Texas is in the house, man. I really would like to do one of my lecture stops in Texas, but some of y'all are going to have to make it up to Detroit, or you're going to have to make it over to Atlanta. We're going to have a ball in Atlanta. Atlanta is going to be we're going to have a nice time doing the lecture out there in Atlanta. It's going to be a nice turnout out there. We got a real nice venue in Atlanta. Did I run into that tourist that was talking slick about the natives again? No, that was in Samoa, Beachbody. That was in Samoa. Okay, there you go. It was episode 150 on the Mac Lessons radio show. So I go to episode 150, it was recorded in 2006. It was initially done in 2006. And don't forget the tickets. Get the tickets to join me live on my lecture tour at TariqLive.com. TariqLive.com. Yeah, get that Sundown Town book, man. That book is no joke. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, Tariq? This is Ahmad from Lima, man.
What's your name, brother?
Ahmad from Lima.
Where are you from?
Lima, Ohio.
Lima, Ohio. There you go. Oh, what's on your mind, brother?
Man, I was calling him out. I watched that video. I was at work, and I work at a car dealership, and I'm one of the top dogs there as far as sales go. And when I say it made me sick to my stomach,
Yeah.
I watched the video. But did you catch the not the crazy officer, but the other officer that was trying to talk Tom to the police officers? Did you catch the way he looked when the other officer went to acting crazy and trying to basically, destroy the kids out there and stuff? He was looking at him like, man, what are you doing? But he didn't. But never did he stand up and say something about it.
Yeah, well, he didn't stop him. Well, he didn't stop him. He's out there running around, doing barrel rolls and jumping all over the place, doing his little white supremacist routine.
Well, man, really, I'm at the point now, man, where it's like we're gonna have to get back on some Huey Newton type stuff with these cops, and it's like we got to really get together and.
Dude, these are not cops. I keep telling y'all, these are the FBI in 2006. They already warned people that white supremacist organizations are going to start infiltrating the police forces around the country, and that's exactly what they've done. You got a lot of race soldiers out here. When that dude did those TJ Hooker barrel rolls like he was on some Chuck Norris shit, he was out there ready to get it cracking. He was living out his little white supremacist fantasy. You dig? Yeah. He was ready to go out there and show out.
We got to get some people in place that's ready to get it cracking when they come at us like that. That's where I'm at this point.
Yes, indeed. But these race soldiers, you black folks, if you're melanated, you're going to have to arm yourself now. You got to protect yourself now, because if they're starting to attack your children like that, they're starting to smack around 14-year-old girls. If it's that bad, just arm yourself. It's time to really just arm yourself for these race soldiers. If they're attacking you like that, just arm yourself, because they're just having a Nazi type of war against you at this point, and they're not even being secretive about it. But thank you for the call, brother.
Good looking, bro.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, I know I saw y'all talking shit about my gear I was rocking out here. Now, everybody who was trying to clown my vacation gear, all y'all can kiss my ass. That's number one. Number two, I was very comfortable in my flowered Hawaiian shorts. Y'all sons of bitches. I had my little cheap T-shirt on, and it was comfortable, and I was doing me. I'm not trying to get extra swagged out to be on the beach. Yeah, I had a USPA shirt. I got that shirt from Burlington's Coat Factory. Man, I got that shirt. I got a whole bunch of little cheap T-shirts that I'm going to run around on the beach with. Of course. All I wanted was something that matched the pants and something that was my size. I didn't give a damn about, I didn't care if it was a P. Miller button down. That's what I'm rocking. I was rocking the USPA. That's what I was rocking. Yeah, I was rocking the USPA shirt. No, nigga, I'm on the beach, I'm trying to get comfortable. I got my comfortable swag on. Yeah, I had some Burlington's Coat Factory knockoff gear. That's what you're supposed to do when you're on vacation. So yeah, I had a Bocal sweater vest on, nigga. That's how I roll. Where's my peanut? Get my my black shoes, man. Oh. Yeah. Let me show y'all what else I got. I was rocking these bitches today. I am not trying to be extra fly. That's what I'm on vacation for, to not have to get fly. I get fly when I'm on my tour. I know. Let me show y'all some of my shoes that I was rocking, my nigga. Hold on, let me show y'all what I was rocking. I found these in my size. I was looking for some of these. Bam, nigga. Some size 15 damn Crocs. You see these? Boy, I was rocking these with all the respect and comfort a player needed. I had these bitches on killing the game with the back out. What y'all know about them Crocs? I was on the beach making it do what it do. Boy, them Crocs were so comfortable. Boy, let me find me a fanny pack to go with it. Man, I was killing the game. Y'all better recognize. I was killing them. Boy, I'm so comfortable out here. I had the Crocs on their ass. No, man, those Crocs are comfortable. He said they get your feet musty. My feet weren't musty. I was on the beach getting it in. I was getting it all the way in, dude. Size 15. I went to Burlington's Coat Factory. I said, man, I need some Crocs. I've been looking for Crocs to wear like on the beach out, because when I go to these beach places, I can't wear my sneakers. I get too much sand on them. And sometimes the little beach shoes, when they get wet, the sand sticks to them. So I'm like, I need some of those Crocs that I see all the Asian people rocking. The Asian people be rocking them Crocs, and they be getting their comfort game on. I said, I'm about to get me some Crocs, but I can never find my size. Nigga, I found them size 15s. I said, boom. These hoes ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for it. Well, I had on some socks earlier. I was gonna rock the Crocs and the socks earlier, but when I was on the beach, I was barefoot, and I was rocking the Crocs barefoot. But seriously, he's in another room.
They have a zip line here now.
They do? Where's zip line?
On the other side of Kanye.
Nigga said the open toes chancletas. No. I don't rock the open toe chancletas. That's a little bit too moist. But yeah, with the Crocs, I got the father swag going. Yeah, man, you can't be all swagged out on the beach, dude. You can't do that. Even flip-flops, your flip-flops, your sand be getting all in your toes and all that. You dig? Get you some Crocs. If you go to the beach, get you some Crocs. He said, pimp down with the Crocs. Nigga, these Crocs are no joke, man. You can rinse them off. They're like, what are they? Plastic? I don't know what these things are made out of. They comfortable as hell. Dude, your toes ain't out like a bitch. You dig? The back of your foot is out, just a taste, not too much. Your ankle is out, so the heel ain't out. So you didn't hit the moist threshold quite yet. So the heel ain't all the way out. Your ankle shows a little bit. Hold on, let me show you a little bit. Let me show you. So my player card, I didn't violate my player card. Hold on. You see? You got it? So okay, my legs are a tad bit ashy. You dig? Where you at, ladies? Oh, I'm married, ladies. You gotta back up off me. Ashy legs and Crocs. Get up off a player, ladies. Man. Man, these Crocs are comfortable, dude. Man. I said nursing shoes. I know. Yeah, I'm about to rock them again. I'm gonna rock the hell out of my Crocs. Who's clowning? Who's this? Tariq? Okay. Sorry about that. No, Peanut loves my ashy legs. Peanut gives me lotion, sunscreen. I was swimming earlier, boy. That water dries you out. Man, we had a good time in the water earlier. TJ was chilling. I'm gonna put some pictures up on my Instagram of my son. My son loves the water. He loves the ocean and swimming and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, I swim. I get it in. Yeah, I get it in. Go in another room, baby. But yeah, don't forget, man, y'all need to get tickets to join me. TariqLive.com. That's the website where you can get tickets to join me on my lecture tour. I will be in Philly, Detroit, and Atlanta. Get tickets now, TariqLive.com. Speaking of David Banner, I heard David Banner, Brother Umar, and Claude Anderson did a lecture in Brooklyn. I heard it was good. I would like to see the video of that. I know that was real good. I know that was real good. I loved the Minister Farrakhan interview. I loved it. I heard it. What's up, real BK? You got your Atlanta tickets today. That's what's up. Y'all better get y'all tickets. All my Atlanta folks. I want to see all the Atlanta folks in the house. And we're going to talk about this code of conduct real heavy, man. We're going to get real deep into that. We're going to get real heavy about that. See, another thing, y'all got to understand this, and I talked about this on the show before. Y'all got to understand when it comes to black people swimming around these white supremacists are real funny about sharing their swimming pools with black folks. I've talked about this many times, especially in America. The white supremacists in America, they have a real funny style thing about swimming with black folks. Because swimming is a very intimate thing. You half dressed, you're almost nude, you got water splashing on each other. It's a very intimate thing. So the white supremacists are real threatened by that. So they've always had this thing about banning black people from swimming, banning black people from going to certain swimming pools, having whites only swimming pool, and they've always been like that. There was what was this movie I saw where it was one of these black female entertainers. I can't think of the name of the movie. I want to say if it was Josephine Baker or if it was Dorothy Dandridge. It's one of these black female entertainers. She was at a white hotel and she ended up getting in the pool. And then the hotel had to apologize to the white patrons, and then they had to drain the pool and all this old shit. I forgot which female entertainer this happened to, but it was a black female entertainer.
Oh, recently?
No, it's old. It was a document. It was a biopic about a black female entertainer from the 1940s or 50s, something like that. Was it Dorothy Dandridge? Is that it? Where she got in the pool and they had to. This nigga said James Brown. No, nigga. This nigga said, I said female, nigga, not just a motherfucker with a perm. So everybody's saying it was Dorothy Dandridge. Yeah, there was some footage in the 1960s where the white supremacist hotel owner was throwing acid in the pool with some black people trying to swim. Yeah. Yeah, so it was Dorothy Dandridge, and they drained the pool after she got in the pool. The white supremacists are real funny about that. They're real funny about that. Swimming with black folks. That's why they had swimming areas, even beaches, for a long time. They didn't want to share the beach. If they could drain the ocean, they would. They would have black beaches and all this stuff. Like in Los Angeles, they had the Inkwell, and they also had the Inkwell out there in the Hamptons. That's where those boule people meet up at a place called the Inkwell. Go to maclessons.com. Check out a pay-per-view special I did a few years ago called Black Secret Societies. It's at maclessons.com. Real deep stuff. When will I go on the Breakfast Club? I would like to go on the Breakfast Club. I would do the Breakfast Club. I like listening to the Breakfast Club. I like Angela Yee. I did Angela Yee's show when she was on Sirius Satellite. I did her show a couple of times. So I got no problem going on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, that's the thing, that they'll lay up with sisters, but then they get funny style by laying up getting in a swimming pool. You dig? That's the funny thing. They'd be out there on the track, the whole thing, but then they want to get funny style by getting in a pool. But you done ate a sister's ass and all this other stuff. Yeah, the Inkwell. There was a movie by Matty Rich called The Inkwell with Jada Pinkett, and that was about that bougie place that a lot of black people would go. In the Inkwell, they called it, the white people there called it the Inkwell because black people were in the water, so they called it an Inkwell. So that was a very derogatory name that the black people there who just kind of took it and just ran with it. But that's why they called it an Inkwell, because it was a water full of black folks. Oh man, Zoe for Life. Go to maclessons.com and get the pay-per-view special. I talk about all the black secret societies that a lot of black folks don't even know about. I break it down. I go to the origin of them in America. I break it down, man. It's real heavy, real good special. It's maclessons.com. That's where you can get that. Not Mac Lessons Radio, but maclessons.com. But yeah, they're real funny style about that swimming thing. You say black gender? Well, I'm not doing hidden colors about no damn black gender wars, because our problem is systematic white supremacy. Why am I going to get into black gender wars when we have such a big forum to address the real issue, which is white supremacy? Yeah, and Bill, what's her name? The head bedwench in charge was talking about Umar. Well, she's a coon. She's a coonette, brother. She's a troll coon. Let's see who we got. A lot of folks are calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Float from Atlanta.
What's up, man? What's your name? Float?
Yes, sir, Float. Obviously, that's this guy's name. I don't give him my real name.
Oh, there you go. All right, that's a hell of a name, Float. Okay, what's on your mind, Float?
And yeah, I was just wanting to comment about the pool situation that you were speaking on earlier.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely have noticed in my time that's definitely been an issue with white people. Is you know, just in my apartment complex, the pool opened up, and you see almost like once enough black people reach a certain threshold,
yeah,
you see the white people kind of start filtering on out of the pool, and before you know it, it's all white people out, black people in. And you know, it just trips me out how that happens.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I've seen it happen out here. I've seen it happen out here when we've been in Hawaii, man. We went to a pool at one of the hotels, and then we got in, and then all the white Americans got out. I'm like, okay. So this happened a long time ago. Now, and I've always noticed this, even as a kid. There was the black swimming pool, and there was a neighborhood swimming pool. Then they had a black day, then a white day. So I've always noticed this little funny style thing when it came to black folks and people in the dominant society swimming together. There's always been this real taboo thing. So, you know, it is what it is.
What kills me is they'll be the one having their baby run around with nothing but a diaper on and jumping in the deep end. But they want to hop us out the pool. They want to hop out the pool when we get in. It tripped me out, man.
Yeah. Are you coming to my lecture down there in Atlanta?
At the end of Woodwood? Yes, sir. I just looked it up today. Get my ticket.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. And what kind of work you do out there in Atlanta, Float?
I'm out here doing IT. I'm assistant administrator.
Cool. I'm like, with a name like goddamn Float. I mean, that's a hell of... What made you...
I don't want to give up my government, but, you know.
Ain't nobody...
A couple people know me by that.
Well, you got friends or somebody who listens to the show?
Yeah, I got a couple friends tuned into it. I'm about to go pick up the old girl right now. I'm going to let her listen to it. I wasn't expecting to get through, but I'll let her listen to it. She'll probably get a kick out of it.
Is it one of your little breezy? Somebody you're dating? What's the deal?
I'll be honest, man. It's a peer crush crush situation right now. That's all we're doing is crushing, and it's mutual though.
There you go.
She's good people. But we both got things we gotta take care of, so it's an understood respect there.
There you go. Well, this is for you, brother. This is Float On, right here. All right, Flo, thanks for the call, brother. No. This is Float On and dedicated to your name, brother.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, bro.
All right. That nigga's name is Float. That's a hell of a name to choose. Let's see who's in here.
And my name is Ralph.
And my name is Ralph.
Now I like a woman who loves her freedom.
All right. Let's see who we got on the phone. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
Hi, Tariq. It's Leah from Toronto. How are you?
What's your name, sweetie?
Leah from Toronto.
Leah?
Leah.
All right, what's on your mind?
I just have a question.
Go ahead.
So I work at Starbucks, and we have a lot of customers come in who kind of make good comments about our hair. I have afro hair, and I work with the Ethiopian girl who has single braids. And one of our regulars came in, and she didn't say it loud enough because she knows her and I don't get along, but she told the Ethiopian girl under her breath that her hair reminds her of a weed smoker. So I was just wondering, how do I address that when I see her? Because the Ethiopian girl told me, I didn't hear it from her mouth, actually. So I just want to know, how do I address that to her?
And it's white customer?
She was with a white friend, but she's Indian descent, and she's born in Toronto.
She's Indian?
Yeah, she's of Indian descent.
East Indian, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they can be real slick at the mouth. Yeah, there in Toronto, she is an East Indian customer. See, the thing is, they always say the customer is always right, unfortunately, because you're an employee. You can't really say anything because that will put the company in jeopardy, unfortunately. You dig? Only thing you can do is let management know you have somewhat of an antagonistic customer coming in. But if you say something, that East Indian will run down and try to get a lawsuit claiming harassment. Y'all done said something crazy to her. You got to watch out for people like that. They'll try to be slick. They'll try to antagonize you to do something so they can play the victim role. You understand? And these East Indians, they get around the white supremacists and they start talking the same white supremacist rhetoric. They get on that Gandhi shit, which is why in Hidden Colors 2, we told people, stop praising Gandhi. Gandhi is nobody to praise. He was a little racist bastard. He was racist just like the British. He took on their same British ideology when it came to black people. He was calling black folks coppers and all that. So you have no friends. Don't be shocked that an East Indian has racist views, because they will try to buddy up for the most part with the white supremacists against you. We have no friends.
Yeah.
Melanoid people, we all we got, and we need to act like it. And as long as you're working for Starbucks or whatever, they're going to value that customer more than they value you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
and the thing was, I didn't hear what she said to her, but I heard them utter Julia Rancic. And that whole Zendaya thing that happened, that's why the whole entire thing came out of her mouth.
The whole what? The what? What? The what? What? Wait, you lost me, sweetie. The whole what happened? Who?
You remember the whole entire Julia Rancic thing when they made fun of Zendaya's twist or her boobs or whatever?
Okay, you got it. I really don't. I don't keep up. That sounds like some Disney Channel shit that I don't really know too much about. Who do they talk about now?
Remember Zendaya on the red carpet and...
Oh, yeah, they talked about her braids and said she looked like she smokes weed. Okay, right.
Yeah. And I heard her utter Julia Rancic, so I'm like, well, what are they talking about? And then after that, the Ethiopian girl came back and said, yeah, she told me my hair reminded me of a weed smoker or pot. And I was like, well, why would you let her say that and not get away with, you know what I mean?
And she said it to a white chick? She said it to your white coworker?
She she said it. No, she said it to the Ethiopian girl who had the braids in, but her white coworker was right beside her.
Okay. Hey, look, we live in a system of white supremacy and people trying to buddy up to the white supremacists, man. That's why it's all about melanoid empowerment. And until we get melanoid empowerment, that's what's going to happen. Just like Neely Fuller said, we're going to have to expect this stuff from these people until we get our own power source. That's the only cure, is having our own power source. So now their opinions will not affect us one way or another. You feel me?
Yeah.
Thank you for the call. See, the thing is, family, my thing is this, family. I don't sit up here and try to get the white supremacists to like us, to like me. I don't go around telling them my life matters. I'm good enough. I'm so smart. Stop. I ain't doing that. You know what's funny? I hear some white supremacists say to me, well, Tariq, I read some of your stuff on Twitter. You're going to make some white people mad. The people who you want on your side, the people who you want to get sympathy from, you're going to end up making them mad by saying the word white supremacist. I said, man, do you think I'm looking for some damn sympathy? I ain't looking for no damn sympathy from somebody who ain't going to have it one way or another. The last thing I'm looking for is some sympathy. People know that black folks are getting harmed out here. People are very aware of that. I don't need your sympathy. Either you're going to stop it or you're not going to stop it. If you're not going to stop it, it's my job to get along or get around other melanoid people to figure out how do we stop or replace that system or protect ourselves from that system. Because those are the three options that we have. We can either stop the system of white supremacy. One, we can either replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice, or we can protect ourselves from the system of white supremacy so it won't affect us or it will minimize conflict. That's what we're going to talk about in my live lecture. Merced, he's still trying to tell some corny jokes. Okay, we did the whole joking thing earlier, and what you saying ain't funny, Merced. So I got to block yo dumbass. All right? So I'm blocking your ass. So you're going to be a lonely bastard who can't get in the room and chat with all the thousands of people who's chatting right now, nigga. Let me see. Let's see who we got. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, this is Divine Diva 79. Been following the show for a while. Thanks for the Hidden Colors series and everything.
Yes, indeed.
I live in McKinney, Texas.
Oh, you do?
And yes.
Oh man, what's the deal?
It's crazy, and the thing is, there's not a lot of, I live in McKinney, Texas. I've been here for almost 2 years. There's not really a lot of black people in McKinney, Texas, first of all, for obvious reasons. And, I'm just trying to connect with other black parents in the community, like maybe starting a black parent association, something where, at least the black kids that are here are represented, and they know that somebody has their back.
Right.
The thing that I'm facing the most, and I'm really getting tired of it, I really don't know how to respond to it. Some of these parents are actually blaming the kids for the cops coming at them the way that they did. How should I or other people that feel the same way that I do respond?
What you need to do, link up with parents who are not coons, because unfortunately, you got a lot of black parents who are shriveling, buck dancing coons who ain't going to do nothing, and they know they ain't going to do nothing. They're scared shitless. So what they're going to do is sit up and blame those kids, which is the most cowardly thing you can do. Don't worry about them. They're going to exist. Understand this. White supremacy, it broke certain black folks. Certain black people have been broken. We need to accept that. Let's get off this thing where we got to convert everybody. Find you some parents who are down there saying, hey, enough is enough. The little girl's dad, I understand he's on that, he's like, hey, I ain't cool with this, that what happened to my daughter. Those are the people you need to hook up with, people who are dissatisfied and want to change. All those coon-ass parents who sitting up, well, my kids shouldn't have been over there now. Leave them niggas be. Don't worry about them. Worry about the ones who are down. Y'all need to organize, get a code of conduct, and y'all get together so y'all can use that togetherness to build something so that stuff like this will not happen. That should not have happened. That white supremacist cop running around, slapping kids around, knocking them down, sitting on their backs and all that. There has to be a system of reprimand. And y'all need to get y'all economy game together and get it popping. You feel me?
Feel you. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. We got to start getting on code, man. We got to start getting on code heavy. Number one, that officer, first thing tomorrow, people need to there need to be at least 10 civil suits against that cop. First thing tomorrow morning. Y'all got to start playing chess with these folks, man. Start hitting them in their economy. That cop, there should be 10 civil suits first thing in the morning on that cop. He should be going in and out of court for the next 5 years on a civil level as far as the paper, because they protect them on a criminal level. They love protecting these cops. But you got this cop on tape assaulting children. He needs to be in and out of court for the next 5 years on a civil level. That's number one. Then y'all need to get him on criminal charges too. I'm not even negating that. He needs to get criminal charges too, not just fired. Oh, they interviewed one of the girls from the pool party. Let me play the audio. Let me play this. Let me see. McKinney pool party teen interviewed. I hope she ain't talking crazy, because they'll oftentimes get the one who's talking the most crazy. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see what she's saying. Hold on.
So basically what happened was me and my sister and a few friends made a cookout, and I basically, to sum it up, when I went to go get my key pass from someone, this lady was saying racial slurs to some friends that came to the cookout.
What kind of slurs was she saying?
She was saying things such as black effort, and that's why you live in Section 8 homes. There's also a male that was saying rude things, and this 14-year-old girl named Grace, which is my brother's friend, stuck up for us, saying that's not right, you shouldn't do that, that's racist, and things like that. So then they started verbally abusing her, saying that she needs to do better for herself, be better for herself, cursing at her. And I'm saying, no, that's wrong. She's 14. You should not say things like that to a 14-year-old. And they're like, well, you need to go back where you're from and things like that, telling me I need to go back to my Section 8 home and stuff like that. So I said, excuse me, and then the other lady, her name's Kate, came up to me and she smacked me in my face.
Wow.
That was Kate, white, black?
Kate's Caucasian.
Caucasian, okay.
And she went and she hit me in my face, and that's when both of the women attacked me.
Okay.
Wow.
And just for clarity, you live in this neighborhood, is that
Yes,
correct?
I live in Craig Ranch.
All right, most of the people that attended the event also live in Craig Ranch, is that right? Okay. And Mom, do you want to say anything? You can just say your name for me, please.
My name is LaShawna Burks.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just upset that we couldn't have a peaceful.
Okay, so that was one of the little girls who got into the altercation with the white women. The white lady went up and smacked them, and I'm not shocked. These white supremacists are getting bold.
Do you think the girl's like lying?
I don't think she's lying. I don't think she's lying. I don't think she's lying at all.
Like, do you think she's like more ratchet than what she's saying she was?
No. So yeah, basically, like this little girl said, and I believed her, that the lady walked up and slapped her, because these white supremacists are getting bold. They're getting real bold. Yeah, y'all saw that footage down in Myrtle Beach, a Black Bike Week. This lady was working at this moped shop, and she started talking crazy to these. It was a black dude. She was like, "You fucking niggers, you niggers," just going off on you fucking niggers. Then she spit on this dude. He slapped the hell out of her. But she spit on this dude. It was a grown black man. Now, he put hands on her. But if these white supremacists are bold enough to just step to grown men like that, I can believe they can do that to children. I believe it all day. I believe it all day they ran up and tried to slap those kids. I believe it. Somebody said Peanuts cooning. What you said? Did somebody say that little girl had nice titties? That's wrong, nigga. You perv. But yeah, these white supremacists are bold. These white supremacists are real bold. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? It's me, Keith from Inglewood.
What's up, Keith? What's on your mind, man?
All right, man. I just want to know, there's a lot of stuff going on with white supremacy. I have a question. You know, I heard you talk about the Texas incident. You know, we need to really clear that up and talk about the civil suit. But I want to know something, man. Me and my boy were talking about this earlier. Hey, man, what's up with this whole Bruce Jenner guy, man? Because I'm going to be honest about that. It's weird how they're praising him, but when MJ did it, they were tearing him down, destroying him, leading to an assassination. But Bruce Jenner, they're praising him. So I want to know, I have that question also. And
when MJ did it, what you mean? When MJ did what?
I mean, MJ, well, you know, when he did to himself, you know, the plastic surgery, you know, the reconstruction.
Well, he didn't turn himself into a damn transgender, though.
Not transgender, but I'm just saying reconstructing himself and, you know, out of black self-hatred and inferiority, you know. And them I'm not saying he was a transsexual, turned himself into a transsexual, just the fact that he did plastic surgery. Get out of here, you damn nigga!
All right. I don't feel like dealing with this nigga. All right. Let's see who else we got. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? It's Jelani from Raleigh. How are you, buddy?
Hey, man, what's going on? What's on your mind?
Hey, not much, my man. I just wanted to make a statement really, really quickly. I know that the Illinois Nation.org website actually has a donation link where you can donate to the website, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
But I wanted to know, would you ever consider like a donation for a trust fund for all Melanoid political endeavors? Like, I know you said that if we were to choose a candidate for this next 2016 election, if we as a people put our money together, that would be a lot more functional than just us sort of like segregating and just voting without any type of, without being on the same page. So would you ever consider opening up like a sort of like a donation trust fund where anybody, well, I guess, well, where that money could be stored to be contributed to political campaigns for people that we have chosen as Melanoid Nation.org.
And you know what, that the thing is, because I've been talking to my tax lawyers about how deep into politics we can get directly with melanoidnation.org, because it is a 501c3 corporation, a nonprofit, and there's certain restrictions on direct political campaigning you can do. So I'm talking to them now to find out what we can do to get like a super PAC and all that stuff to put up money, because we talked about this in the think tank as well that we had a few weeks ago. So that's I'm working on that now, trying to find a way to do that and really get it popping, because we discussed that and we're talking about getting money together to put on a particular politician and putting an agenda behind it. So we're already on the same page. So I'll keep you posted on that. We're working on that now. You feel me?
Okay, that's too powerful. Yes, sir. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, so my man, he's on the right page, because we were talking about that. And that's something that I want to discuss that on the lecture tour as well. When I go out on the road, we're going to talk about that. He said you need long money to create a super PAC. But the thing is, enough of us, there's enough black folks to raise some paper. There's enough black folks to raise paper. There's enough of us. And we got enough of us to get some real paper together and have an agenda if we're not scared. I know there's a lot of scared Negroes out here, but I ain't worried about them. I'm worried about the ones who are about that life, who's ready to do something progressive and forward thinking. And that's what I'm focusing on now. I'm not trying to drag niggas who are kicking and screaming to be on the plantation. Yeah, I know a lot of people already picking Hillary Clinton, but we're going to have to say, hey, Hillary, you're going to have to bring some to the table. Hell, we got big money. We just give it to the white supremacists and the Arabs and the Asians. We give them trillions of dollars. Don't tell me about big money. We give people all of our money. Eric Shepard, he's still in jail. There's still no bail on our brother. They still got our brother on a no bail hold, unfortunately, which I knew they were going to do. I knew they were going to hold him with no bail. That's why I wanted my man to get that deal. I think there's going to be some more progress sometime this week. Luckily, they're not going to put any extra charges on him because of the manifesto he sent, which they were going to do. I knew they were going to try to do that. But the thing is, the lawyer did the right thing. He was like, hey, you know, he didn't really mean it. He was scared, which is what I was saying. We got to learn code here. My man was scared. That's why he said those things. He didn't really mean it. So now they're not going to add no additional charges. That's why I was saying that last week. We got to understand code. Because there were some trolls talking about, man, don't say he was scared. He wasn't scared. It's dumb nigga shit who's going to get you locked up for 1,000,000 years talking their dumb nigga shit trying to egg you on. So the lawyer went in there, basically said he didn't mean it. He was scared, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't add any extra charges on it. Let's see who else we got here. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm so happy I got through.
There you go. Where you calling from, Amanda?
I'm calling from Kentucky.
There you go. What's on your mind?
Well, I was wondering if you heard about the young brother who committed suicide after being in Rikers for 3 years, and he killed himself yesterday. And it's just really unfortunate, and I really just wish that he was capable of, sorry, I'm still a little sad about it. I just wish he was capable of staying strong.
I have no idea who you're talking about, though, sister. I have no idea who you're talking about. Who did what? You got to explain stuff, baby. I have no idea who you're talking about. What happened?
Well, his name is Tariq Browder, and he got accused for robbing someone. And they arrested him and sent him to prison. He was 16 years old. And he was awaiting his court date, which he never received. And his mother couldn't afford to bail him out. And,
so he killed himself while he was in prison?
It was just like a lie. It was a straight up, just bold-faced lie.
Okay. I'm not about to go around in circles with this sister, man. I'm not about to. I can't go in circles. Okay, thank you for the call. I can't go in circles with you. I'm trying to get some information. This shit is like pulling teeth. She's about to cry, and I'm like, what's the details? It sounds like she done got high and look, people. She's confused. Nobody know what she's talking about. She's taking a long time to get to the point. I'm trying to ask her who's who, what happened. Did the guy kill himself in jail? Well, she's talking about other shit. I'm like, it's taking you too long to get to the point. You're not making sense. If you can't make... No, I'm not being mean. But you got to just don't waste time. And then she's getting emotional. I don't know. You got to say, hey, look, have you heard about this? No, I haven't heard about it. Oh, well, there was a guy, he was in prison. And while he was in prison, he committed suicide. I don't know. Let me look at the article. There's somebody showing an article. And sister, I hate to have to hang up on you, but I just like to keep the flow of the show going. And you just weren't getting to the point, and you just about to get all over the place, and I don't feel like that right now. Okay, Bronx man who was beaten and kept in solitary confinement as a teen commits suicide. Okay, I think I heard about this case before. Okay, so he was out of jail. This is what I wanted to know. Okay, so Khalif Browder committed suicide in his family's Bronx apartment after he spent 3 years as a teen in Rikers Island, enduring guard beatings and solitary confinement without ever being convicted. Okay, he hung himself with a cord. So she could have wrapped this shit up just like that. Khalif Browder, he went to prison back in the day for something he didn't do. He got out, but he was depressed, and he killed himself at his family's house. She could have said that. Just make stuff simple. She's about to cry. Okay. But I heard about this case before. The guy, he was in prison, and He never got convicted of anything. I remember this case. You know, they do this with us. They just throw us in there and then figure it out. What's up, Shazu? You said, can I explain why the white supremacists are becoming more extreme? Very good question. Shazu asked the $1 million question. He said, why are the white supremacists becoming more extreme? Now, that's a good question. Very good question. The white supremacists are becoming more extreme because black people are becoming more cowardly. Nothing more, nothing less. Black folks are becoming more scared and cowardly. That's why the white supremacists are getting bold, because they know now you ain't going to really do anything. Black folks are going to sit up and talk about, what about black on black crime? It's the coons that's giving the green light to the white supremacists. They know that all they got to do is will their coons out, and y'all ain't going to do nothing. Y'all ain't going to even say nothing. People criticize me for talking about white supremacy, because that's all I talk about. When I talk about racial issues, we ain't talking about nothing unless we talking about how to deal with white supremacy. Because black people are more cowardly than ever. Black people sit up and they know what's going on with these kids, and your response is, well, what about black on black crime? We need to stop doing what we do to each other. They know that we just going to be playing and goofing around like we're on a plantation. We just can't wait to jump on Instagram. They know that we can't wait to jump up under some other white supremacists and say, look at them niggas. They get mad at me and call me a coon, and just because I say they need to do better. That right there is making the white supremacists bold. The coons, and some of y'all support coons. Some of y'all sit up and lollygag and listen to coons and enable coons and embolden them to the white supremacists and make the white supremacists bold against us as a collective. And they know that we got a leader, which is Obama, who's not going to do anything to them. They understand this. That's another thing. They understand that the president, who's basically Jesse Lee Peterson, Obama's just Jesse Lee Peterson in Democratic face. They know that he's not going to do anything to the white supremacists. Let's see who we got. My baby's back there. What's the seer back there doing? What's up? Who's calling?
Hello, Tariq. Good evening.
Hey, who is this?
My name is. How are you?
What's your name, love?
Dana.
Dana?
Yes.
Where are you calling from, Dana?
Southern California.
There you go. What's on your mind, Dana?
I have two things. The first thing I wanted to say was that everybody's talking about Bruce Jenner, but I would just venture to say that whoever wears lipstick, mascara, weave, fingernail polish, they're modifying their body in some sort of way to feel better or look better or whatnot. And so he just said, you know what, I'm taking it all the way to the extreme, and I'm going to cut off my jewels or whatever he did. Right. So, and that was just my point on that. But I really called because I'm having a hard time with my brother. We're both black. I love him with all my heart. He's dated outside our race, our whole life. And now I turned him on to you. He started to read, up on some things. And he's going through a little transition right now. He cut off his girlfriend. He's no longer talking to her. But the reason I'm calling is he's really tuned into the group economics thing.
Okay.
My brother has his contractor's license. I'm real good on the phone and that sort of thing. But every time I try to do something with him, it's like he wants the information from me, but he doesn't want to share with us. And we go around and around, now that he stopped dating outside of his race, supposedly, and he said that he's going to try to figure some things out. And it's not like I have a problem.
Oh, sister, I got to have you call back, sister. Shit. Okay. You all over the place. I'm thinking she's going to ask something simple. I'm not trying to hear your life story tonight, family. I'm not trying to hear nobody's life story. You got to get to the point, family. People, she was like, first she said something about Bruce Jenner. Okay. Well, it's my brother. My brother, he's dating this woman. He let her go. Then he's dating interracially. And he got his contractor's license, but he don't. What are you talking about, lady? You can't ramble. I'm in Hawaii right now. I want to get back to this sun and the beach. I just get to the point. I don't want to hear nobody rambling right now. It's dragging the energy just all over the place. You're rambling. I don't know where you were going with that conversation, sister. It's like, sister, you were calling and first she was talking about lipstick and weave and Bruce Jenner, then her contracting license for her brother. They want to do business. They both black and he got a white woman and I don't know where you were going. I have no idea where you were going, and I'm getting dizzy trying to follow you. I'm not trying to follow people. Just get to the point. Spill the beans. Oh man, what's up? Who's calling?
Oh shit! Finally got it with Tariq. What's going on, man? It's time zone.
Your name is Time Zone.
Yeah, I'm calling from Hawaii, man.
Oh, okay, what part of Hawaii are you in?
I'm in Honolulu right now.
Oh, cool. What, you live out here or you vacationing?
No, I live out here. I should leave in I'm in the military, so
I'm
leaving like 5 more months.
Oh, cool. So what's the deal? What's the word?
Yeah, man, I was just wanting to get your outlook on what the last call was speaking about dating outside your race, because I picked up one of these Samoan chicks, and I wanted to know, was that good or should I just let her go?
Oh, that's cool. I mean, Samoan people are cool. You dig? They're non-white. You dig? So they're cool in hell. They look black. Hell, I was in Samoa a few months ago, and hell, it looked like I was in Harlem. All the people with the afros and noses and dark skin. So as long as she doesn't identify with white supremacy, you good to go. You dating? How long you been dating a Samoan chick?
I've been dating her for like a year now. So I sent her off to the military. So right now she's like in basic training.
Okay.
I'm an officer.
And also, I get it, because out here, there ain't too many black people out here.
Right.
You know, so it's slim pickings out here. So who else are you going to date? A Pacific Islander, for the most part. How long you been out here in Hawaii?
I've been out here for like 2 years and 4 months now, man.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Samoa in Hawaii, where can I get some good taro out here? I've been looking for that taro out here. Where can I get it out here?
Oh, man, I actually go down by, I'm trying to think, I don't know the name of the street, man, but it's down in Honolulu also, but it's location. Man, I got brain for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's close to like you going to freaking the Navy base.
What's the name of the place?
That little small outlet. Bro, man, I don't wanna lie to you, man. I can't even pull up the name. I'm
okay.
Right now.
Well, email me, man, and we'll chop up game about it. But thank you for the call, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate the
No doubt. All right. Brother out here in Hawaii got him a little Samoan breezy. You dig? Look like we got a Texas person calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? It's Eric from Dallas.
Man, Eric, you out there in the mix, Eric. What's going on out there in Dallas right now?
Oh, man, it's all good. I'm probably like 5-10 minutes away from McKinney.
Yeah.
And McKinney is a sun downtown. McKinney's probably like 90% white.
Yeah.
Probably 5% black. So I know it really ain't going to be too much out there because they really don't have nobody out there really representing like that. They numbers too low out there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But McKinney's the place you want to move to when you're trying to get away from black people.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like that. They were very adamant about not having those black kids in that neighborhood. You know?
Oh, yeah. See how they did, and if you notice, it was a white guy in there, and he was kind of like he wasn't the police, and he was in the middle of the whole scuffle.
I talked about that earlier, that the fat white dude was standing right there with the cops, kind of blocking people out and all that old stuff. So that's why I say we got to stop making this all about police brutality, because these are race soldiers. You got white civilians and these white supremacist females all in the mix. So it's not just about cops. So we have to look at it as the whole system of white supremacy and how to protect ourselves from that. But that's heavy. But anyway, thank you for the call, family.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Don't forget, man, y'all get your tickets to join me live at TariqLive.com. TariqLive.com. You get tickets to join me at TariqLive.com. What's going on with my son back there? What's with this here? What are you doing? He's back there grinding. All right. Anthology. Okay. All right, Anthology. You ain't got to. All right, Anthology. I got it, Anthology. We ain't trying to promote no bullshit. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here, man. Let me enjoy my Hawaii trip. But don't forget, man, get tickets to join me live. TariqLive.com. Get tickets. Follow me on Instagram at Tariq Elite. All right. This is the link to get tickets to join me live in Detroit, live in Philly, and live in Atlanta next month. All right. You feel me? And I'm going to holler at you guys on Wednesday show. Hopefully I can do Wednesday show from here. I think I got my microphone. So hopefully I can do Wednesday show here and all that good stuff, family. So y'all have a good night. And go to MacLessons.com to hear some of those pay-per-view specials. Go to TariqElite.com to get some of that gear. Go to HiddenColorsFilm.com to get Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. And join me live so we can chop up that good game, family. I'm going to holla. Peace.